Hi guys, I am here for my review for Hollywood Exes. This is a really good show, I must say that. It's a really good show, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Um, I got a lot of videos to put out today. I think I'm going to do Bad Girls Club. I haven't really decided yet, but for right now, I know I'm about to do this one, Hollywood Exes, and I'm going to come back and do R.E.D. So first, let's go ahead and start off with Hollywood Exes. And I did not take any notes, so if you see me looking up, that's me looking at the TV. So the first thing we got is the incident happened last week about the whole Maite and the fur situation, where her walking out and swapping the sugar situation. And so Nicole and her daughter in the kitchen talking about the whole incident. And so she's like, let me turn it down. So she's like, she's just telling her daughter, Bria. And by the way, she has some really, 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 really pretty children. Like her and Eddie Murphy, they made some really pretty children. She's pretty, and this daughter is really gorgeous, like seriously. So anyway, so they're in the kitchen talking about the whole situation, and she is basically saying that she wants to call Maite. The daughter says, Bria, I want to call Maite and apologize because I was wrong. She is my mother's friend. And, she basically was raised better than that. She told her that, she's never really had to see a situation where she, somebody was going off on her mom or disrespecting her parents. So she never really had that situation happen. So this is just her reaction. So she called Maite and she apologized about the situation. Nicole was there listening to the apology. And so Maite did accept her apology, but she was just like, she was taken off guard and, all of that stuff. And Nicole is like making screw faces in the background because Maite, she was like, what? She said, Maite said something about being disrespected or something like that. And she was looking like, why would you say that, and you the one throwing my stuff, you throwing my damn sugar thing down, like, why would you do that, why would you say that? So she was kind of making faces about what she was saying, but in the end of the day, Maite did accept Bria's apology for the situation, and she did say, she wasn't raised that way, so, she just wants everybody to kind of get along. So, So when she hung up the phone, So when she hung up the phone, she was just kind of telling her mom, like she just felt like she needed to do that. She did want to tell her all of the stuff that she did wrong, but she kind of just let it go. And so she was like, she's talking about how, if she was to ever try to get her back, like, and Nicole was just like, I would never do that. I would never do something like that. So Nicole's main issue is for her to stop saying it was an accident and that she actually did do, drop the thing on purpose or throw it on the ground on purpose. So, Nicole is just really upset about that situation. So when we got Maite is at a, looks like some type of photo shoot, and Bria shows up, and so she starts talking about the dinner that she has planned and everything, and she just wants everybody to kind of come together and not be arguing and everything at the dinner. And she also let Maite know that she wants her to kind of make peace about the whole situation. And Maite, here's my thing now. I actually liked Maite in the first season. Now this season, I'm not too fond of Maite because here's what's happening. Maite, to me, is not really taking responsibility for what she's doing. And she's only kind of, pick and choose who she apologized to and who she's genuine to about different things. And that's something that I'm not really fond of Maite about, which, you would never think that. But obviously, this is how she is. So, anyway, so she's telling her about the dinner. And how she ever wanted everybody to come together and kind of move on and put it behind her. because, you know, Drea is preparing for this wedding situation, which, by the way, y'all, let me just sidetrack. It's a Instagram page that gives me all of my life and all of my juice. And it's called The Shade Room, no spaces, The Shade Room. And so they had basically made a post about Drea. It was a screenshot of Drea arguing with some chick on, I don't know if it's on Instagram, about the chick dude that he's supposed to be marrying. And so they recently got married, like in real life they got married, and basically it was 2 months ago, and now they've basically going through a divorce because some chick on Instagram talking about how they be kicking it together, whatever. And so Drea kind of let her know that, you know, this whatever they had ruined their relationship. So y'all go check it out. It's on the Shade Room. Yeah, so it's a really good it's a really good Instagram page that give me all the juice and all the gossip. So anyway, what was I? I got off track. Oh, so yeah, so anyway, so Drea just telling Mayte that she want everybody to kind of get together and work things out, and Mayte does agree to do that. So hopefully everything works out with that situation. So we come back with Jessica and Nicole in a nail shop getting nails done, and they just talking about the situation as well. And Nicole's just like, you know, I'm really upset about this. Jessica's telling her that, you know, Mayte is upset as well. Jessica's kind of being the mediator this time, which is surprising. But she's telling her that Mayte is upset as well, and, you know, that was something that, you know, she was upset about. And Nicole really cannot excuse her behavior. Like, even if she was upset, this is not how you act, you know. And so obviously, you know, it's still an issue, but Jessica is trying to kind of smooth over the situation. So then they talk about going to the dinner, and so Nicole don't really want to go to the dinner because Mayte is going to be there. Normally she would just go anyway, but she's just not really in a forgiving mood. She don't really want to have to deal with Mayte, but she's going to go because it's not for Mayte, it's for Drea. So she basically just going to support Drea. So we get to the dinner, and first of all, why is Mayte the first person there waiting on everybody to get there? I think that she arrived early, so she won't get that way early, so she won't get that whole reaction when she walk in the room and people that she beefing with already there. Anyway, Mayte kid is there, Shayna comes in, everybody, you know what, these are some really beautiful ladies. Like, even Andrea looks pretty as well. Now, I mean, in the first season, I didn't think she was really that pretty, but she has definitely stepped up her game. You know how they do over seasons times, step it up. So she's definitely stepped it up. So they get into the dinner, everybody's sitting down talking or whatever. So Drea is just hoping that everybody's going to be calm, cool, and collective. Everybody's going to just sit down and have adult conversation. She's supposed to be the mediator of the situation. And so Shayna is just basically the newcomer and kind of just like, oh my God, since the last dinner, you know, it was a mess. She was like, these ladies need a referee. She was like, this is going to probably be a crazy, crazy dinner as well. But she's out here for it. Notice that she is out here for it. She did kind of mention in a little bit of the episode that she is kind of crazy as well. So she knows she can get crazy. So this got crazy. But, you know, she was here for it. So anyway, so Andrea was like, you know, everybody come in and sit down. Andrea was like, the air is thick like a bad lumpy weed, and hopefully we can kind of cut through all this tension and work everything out. So everybody starts kind of chit-chatting a little bit, kind of off-brand chit-chatting. Nicole is looking at Mayte with this look, and Mayte is kind of looking off like she don't notice she getting a look, which she noticed, because everybody noticed when they get a damn look, especially in close quarters like that. So she like, so Mayte, so do you have anything to say to me? So she was like, no. And she was like, no, really? No, you don't have anything to say? She was like, you know, she was like, this is Drea's dinner, and, you know, I just want to kind of, not really ready to play right now, so I just want to kind of let this go right now. So Drea was like, you know, I was supposed to be the mediator, So Nicole cut her off. She was like, you wasn't even there. She was like, I was there. She was there. She was there. You weren't even there. So Nicole just started going in, like, you disrespected me, you disrespect my house. She was like, well, how did I disrespect you? So she's telling her about the whole sugar situation. So my take says that I didn't do that. I didn't do that. So she was just like, really? So she just kept on saying that, how did it happen? If it was an accident, if it was, then you would have been like, oh my God, I dropped your sugar bowl. I'm so sorry. This is an accident. She said, but you didn't do any of that. You just dropped it and left. So of course she would feel as if this was something that was done on purpose, especially the way she stormed out of the room. So she was like, I left because your daughter was kind of just trying to fight me. She said she was not trying to fight you. She wasn't going to fight you. So she was just like, she called me a crazy bitch. She said, so because you are a crazy bitch. So, they're just going back and forth. She's like, you lying, so you're lying, and you're lying, so you're lying. So my take goes on to say that Nicole knew about the fur. Now, here's the thing. I don't honestly think that she knew her daughter was going to come in with her this one particular purse, or her friend was going to come in with her fur vest. I just don't know if that's the case. In another sense, it did seem to be warm out. But like I said, they are in LA, so I don't know if that's what they do. I don't know. But my tape feels like she was basically set up about the situation. So, and I just don't think so. Like, at the end of the day, even if she was so-called set up about it, you do not throw somebody's belongings on the ground in their home. You don't do that. That is disrespect to somebody's home, and you will never be invited back. And that will also tarnish a friendship. So I don't understand why, if that was the case, why she would do that on purpose. But in the end of the day, y'all, Maite did admit it. She admitted it last week in the episode that it was a purposeful accident. So y'all tell me what that means, because I know what that means, and it's not a fucking accident. Can't have a purposeful accident, like, seriously. So let's see. So, sure, Drea's trying to break this thing up, this whole argument. So she's just like, y'all be quiet, stop. I don't want to hear this. So they kind of cool out for a minute. Sheree comes up with her issue that she has with Maite, which was the whole party situation for her husband, and Maite was supposed to have a responsibility at the party, and she did not follow through, and she canceled at the last minute. So Sheree voiced her opinion to her about it, very calm and cool and collectively. And, Maite was just like, she was taking it all in and whatnot of what she was saying. And so she wanted to basically, Maite felt like she was being, basically being ambushed. So Sheree was just like, we are now associates because a friend would not do that. And everything started getting riled up because Maite goes into her spiel about, I should have lied. I should have been just not been honest and told you. But it's not really about her being honest, which is what Sheree said. Sheree said, it's not about you being honest. It's about keeping what your promise, your commitment to somebody. Like, regardless, like, you talking about you didn't have a babysitter, but your dude was there. Hello, he's the babysitter. If he don't want to come, he's the babysitter, because if y'all plan on getting married, he gonna be the babysitter when you got press events or whatever the fuck you do. So he was the babysitter. That was some bullshit excuse. And so she's talking about something, you got Will Smith money, and whoa, why did she say that? Because the whole room kind of just went quiet. And Drea went off. Drea just went off like, don't say that. You got Will Smith money because you damn right it's Will Smith money. Like, at the end of the day, they were single parents. They all had to struggle. They all are married to ex-millionaires. And they all had struggles even with them being married. And Maite should have used that because, like she said, she could have used that and said, well, you was married to Prince, or you was this, and that, So she shouldn't have never really said that to her. So, Drea got really, really pissed off about that because, like she said, that's something that people in the world use against them every day. And for her to come and say that to her as a dig, Like, she had money. She's got money to take care of her kids, or had it at the time. And now that she's got a baby, she don't have it. But it don't matter. You was married to Prince just like she was married to Will Smith. So where your money at? If that's the case, Mayte, don't do it. Don't pull it, okay? She really get on my nerves this season. I just want y'all to know. I'm sorry. I just gotta finish it. So yeah, but Mayte is really getting on my nerves, like seriously. So Drea walk out, snap, tell her that she's fucking pissed, that's pissing her off, so she get up and walk out. Mayte putting on her coat like she about to leave. So Nicole's like, oh, so you gonna run again like you normally do? She was like, yeah, if you gonna yell at me, then I'm gonna run. You know, I'm leaving. So she was like, you need to sit down and take it like a woman. She was like, Nicole said something about being a bitch, her being a bitch. So she was like, well, okay, well, cool, we're gonna leave. So not Mayte, of course, is at the scene. Everybody's upset and riled up and stuff. Mayte standing outside waiting on her car. Shayna trying to take it all in. Just Jennifer's stupid ass over there being quiet. She ain't got nothing to say. Shamika, you know, she gonna stick right with Nicole, and that's just that. She not going outside to check on Mayte. Shayna and Jessica go outside to check on Mayte. Sheree, Nicole, Shamika, and Drea are inside, and they all checking on Drea. So they sit down. Drea's like, this is the worst dinner ever. You know, this shit turned out so awful. And so she was just like, let's just not do that anymore. Let's not throw those kind of daggers anymore, because that's something that people do to us every day. Let's make a pact as ladies that are sitting at this table right now with me. Let's to not do that anymore. Meanwhile, Mayte, Jessica, and Shayna are outside talking, and Mayte is just more concerned about how Jessica felt about the situation. I'm sorry, how Drea felt about what she said, and she didn't mean to hurt her, and she was upset about that. Not about the Nicole situation. So this is what bothers me about Mayte. She full of shit, you know what I'm saying? Because she should have just apologized to Nicole, and none of this shit would have never happened. She should apologize to Sheree for lying and not being, you know, keeping her commitment. That's just my opinion. I don't know, but my take, So anyway, we got Sheree, Shamika, Andreas sitting down to talk at Sheree's house. They come out. Sheree come out with her painting, which is actually really nice. Obviously, she's a painter, so she's kind of getting her groove back. And it calms her, and she really needed to be calm around this time, just de-stressing. So they talk about the situation. Sheree has a revelation that maybe this is some resentment from Mayte because, you know, everybody else left their situation willingly. Mayte did not really make the choice to leave willingly. Her and Prince kind of broke up over a press conference. I don't really know how they broke up, to be honest, because at the end of the day, I don't even know who Mayte is. Like, I don't really even remember her. Being with Prince. I am a fan of Prince, but not like a huge fan. But I don't know a lot of his exes or remember a lot of his exes. So I don't really know who. I didn't know who Mayte was until she got on this show. But yeah, she was just saying that maybe that could have been the issue or the root of the issue. But at the end of the conversation, you know, they just like, girl, Mayte is crazy. Andrea is still trying to stick up for her friend and say that, you know, she knows Mayte and she knows when she gets upset it's a different Mayte. But they just like, girl, Mayte is crazy. So they bust out laughing about that. Then we got Nicole and Jessica on a bridge talking about the whole incident or whatnot. And so Nicole is just really upset about how Mayte is handling the situation. And that she just really feel like that she's wrong. And Jessica's still trying to stick up her and tell her that it was an accident, but she really just wants them two to make up for the most part, you know. So, Nicole is just saying, you know, she just doesn't have a problem with her, but, with Mayte herself, but she has a problem with the fact that Mayte won't own up to what she's doing. And that's what the issue is. And that's my issue. Like, that should be anybody's issue. Like, if this is what you did, say what you did, because in the confessional, You said it was a purposeful mistake. Those were your words. So say that or say something. Like whatever the hell that's supposed to mean, but don't just act like you didn't do nothing because you did. And you need to apologize for that. But you're so adamant about not apologizing that it's fucking ridiculous. Jessica and Nicole, they make a really good friendship. So anyway, Shayna, this is the boring part. Shayna and Nicole, they talking about the situation. Shayna was just like, I wasn't even tripping because obviously she didn't seem crazier. But Nicole was just telling her how she was embarrassed about a situation. They go to Vegas because Nicole is gonna be judging the pageant that that Shayna hosts. So they go to Vegas. She does the pageant. Pageant turned out good. She said the pageant inspired her to get back to modeling. Boom, bam. All right. So then, the end of it is Maite and what is her name? Maite and Drea have their meeting. Maite says she called Drea up to talk to her, like I said, because she didn't want her to their friendship to dwindle because of this situation, and to basically tell her that she didn't mean to hurt her in that. So she basically go ahead and explain to her that situation. And so Andrea goes on to explain to her, how this is hurtful to the sisterhood. She kind of goes on into tangent about how she had issues with R. Kelly and his child support, and she didn't have child support at the time, and she was trying to be cordial, and she was trying to be cool, and things still didn't work out, and she was trying to do it out of court, and she couldn't send her any money, and so she kind of went off into that, but she was like, at the end of the day, you apologize, and she just want to move on about it, but, Maite is still, to me, not genuinely apologetic. This is why I'm not feeling you, boo. Not this season. Anyway, it was a great episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And subscribe. Send a friend, like the video. Peace.